Open your mind.
Hey out there, this is Buzz with TheSurvivalBuzz. I hope everybody out there is doing good. Yeah, I haven't been on here lately. I'm sorry I haven't been shooting videos, but it turns out working 60 plus hours a week and shooting YouTube videos just don't really jive together. Typically this is the busiest time of year for me doing armed security. So I'm staying so busy and working pretty much every day of the week, so it's getting harder and harder to keep a schedule as far as shooting videos. It seems that I haven't really made a video on this Charlie Kirk thing because, well, honestly, I don't really feel like it matters that much. And when I say that, I'm not implying that because somebody died that it doesn't matter. And I'm not going to do a deep dive on whether I think it really happened or if the government's involved or all this stuff. There's this conspiracy stuff with Snake Eyes, the movie, and coinciding with a lot of stuff that happened with the Charlie Kirk thing. I'm not going to go into all that, and simply because it doesn't matter. None of that even matters. All of this assassination stuff has just created somehow even more of a political divide in the people. You would think death would unite people, but it doesn't anymore. Years ago when 9/11 happened, it seemed to bring everybody together, and it seems like anymore everybody would just rather kill each other as unite together. It doesn't matter what happens. And this whole assassination thing is a perfect example of that, really. But none of it really matters, and why I say that is because it's all just a distraction. And you can go down as many deep dive videos as you want of like the angles of the shot and all of that. But I'm here to tell y'all, it's, these politicians, the government, they never stop. They never stop working to divide the people, really. They never stop working to divide the people. And although you're occupied, all your attention is focused on this and all the conspiracies surrounding it and stuff, and it's, a tragic event. At the same time, the biggest PDF ring in the world to date is just being shoved away. And everybody just forgets because there's so much crazy stuff going on in the world. And I don't know about you, and I didn't really watch it. I've seen a few clips of the Charlie Kirk funeral, and man, the world is a stage, the world is a theater, and man, if you can't see that right now, man, you really need to catch up. None of this news, all this stuff drawing your attention even matters. What matters is the creator up above. That's what's important. These people that just for some reason are still divided, Republican, Democrat, red, blue, all that, it just amazes me. You draw focus to some of the crazy stuff going on in the world, that there's just too much coincidence to not be something crazy going on there. And some of these people actually, they understand and they get it. They understand that there's something going on there and there's something deeper spiritually going on, but yet at the same time they're like, thank God it's Donald Trump. It could be a lot worse if it's Joe Biden. And I understand from the surface, from up close, that's the way it looks, and I get it. But you have to understand they're all working for the same team, man. They're all working for the same team, and it's just a big script they're playing out. The pendulum sways back and forth, and it's just to draw your attention away from Jesus, from the Creator, man, from what's important. Lawlessness is increasing, and the love of many is growing cold. That's what's happening in the world right now. I was talking to this kid I work with. I call him a kid. He's, I think, 27 years old. And I was telling him how, the KKK was part of the Democratic Party, and during the Civil War, the South was mainly Democrats and stuff, and that blew his mind. He thought, man, I've been Mandela effect. There's just no way, you know. And that right there should show you, man, it doesn't matter what team you pick. They're all part of the same game. They're all part of the same show. And, you know, I'm not saying you shouldn't keep up on the news and hot topics and things like that, but don't devote your life to it. What's important right now is staying focused, praying for discernment, getting close to the Creator, and doing the logical thing of putting things back, man, and getting prepared for what's coming, man. If you can't see the writing on the wall, then you need to take a deep, dark look in the mirror. I'm telling you guys, all this politics and thing is just to create a divide, because let me tell you, the government, they don't care if you're red, blue, green, white, Hispanic, white, Asian. It does not matter, man. They don't care. This is all about control and division so they can bring in this new surveillance state. You guys better start paying attention and start focusing on what really matters, and that's the Lord above. God bless y'all, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Later.